Capricorn.
Hello Capricorn, this is your February forecast for 2013, and I see how you have been so busy doing all your projects, trying to get them into your goal, and there will be the final crescendo coming here mid-month for you. So it's all about now gathering together, harnessing those energies, and bringing it to where you know you're heading. And I say this because Saturn's going to go retrograde this month, and so it's going to take a break for several months until late summer. So you really want to use Saturn. That is your ruling planet. It's what gives you drive and focus and to stay grounded in your goals. So I would probably say here that you have been working with groups, networking with people, also transforming pretty much who you are as a person and coming out more with this new you, this new sense of mastery that you can show the world. And you have all reason to be proud of yourself too, and I know a lot of you are. And Mars right now is kind of lining up here with this Saturn to really help you give this push right before this retrograde. So we're honing in on this invisible deadline. It could be a very concrete deadline for many of you, which is February 15th. We have a lot of romantic things that we'll talk about and get back to it, but right now for you Capricornians, this is the most important for you. So Mars is lining up with Saturn and with Pluto, creating this beautiful angle here, which will give you dedicated energy, and probably many of you are going to stay up late nights and not even notice that time is flying by. And but then you can take a good break afterwards. And for you, it is in your first house of personality that's changing. A lot of you are seeing you're coming into your power, your full power. That's that Plutonian sense of rebirth. And especially for those of you born in the first third of the sign where Pluto currently is, we'll start seeing that you are reaping benefits of what has been a very difficult path to have walked over the last year or two, with a lot of the insecurities of the old sense of self dying and peeling away, so to speak, and not really knowing exactly where you would end up. But you had faith and you had follow through, and this is the prize that you're going to be reaping. And then this Mars is in your third house, so now this month it's all about communicating to these groups, how you communicate, what you communicate, getting the word out there, getting business cards all printed up, and looking, some of you may even be looking now for that perfect job and may land one here mid-month. So that is all good, at least you know about that. But let's backtrack to the beginning of the month on the romantic level, where Neptune is going to be meeting here with Mars on the 4th. So that will allow you some well-needed nourishment for your spirit and from your other. If you have a partner, he will be exceptionally giving to you here on this evening. You might want to schedule it on your calendar to go out and do something together. And others of you might meet a new romantic partner on this evening. And it's going to be followed up because Mercury is going to move into Pisces the very next day. So it's kind of like a double whammy thing there, where this Neptunian love, this very heightened sense of romance coming in, is going to follow through and follow up and bring you surprises just in the days after. So some of you might even find yourself getting flowers on your desk from that specific other. And that is when Venus will bring in a surprise unexpectedly from Uranus. And Venus is everything that we love. It is those valuables that we appreciate as well. So this coming in here for you, I think, is going to be very joyful, but that's not all. Give it another day and there's another surprise coming in, and this is Venus and Jupiter in a beautiful trine. And once again, Venus is love and Jupiter does everything big and abundant. And for some of you, this surprise can definitely be coming from your income sector, okay, where Venus is traveling through, Jupiter is over here, it's in your area of work. So you might just be harvesting a big check, a big bonus, or make it a raise, whatever the deal is. And it could also be a present, you know, coming to you, something physical, a present. But regardless of what it is, the surprise is there, and this is what's going to bring a smile on your face. And then we move right along. There is a lot of physical good energy here throughout the month, where I see you're able to move things around, get it into new places if need be. Some of you might be finding yourself moving, and then this energy is really nice to have along with you. And then we have Saturn. I want to talk a little bit about that because it's been important to you, and where Saturn has been here over these recent months. It has occupied your area of friendships, and you might feel that you have had to sacrifice some of this communion with your friends, getting together and just be happy-go-lucky, and that's been a little strenuous, having to say no. I gotta work, you know, I'll call you later. But see, that's going to start lifting up, and you'll see that between now and over these coming months, you will have more time to your friends, and also more time, I'd say, to catch your hopes and dreams. Saturn seems to, on some level, have been blocking it, but it hasn't really. It's just been harnessing your energy in that field so you could achieve your hopes and dreams. So Saturn's not the enemy here. Saturn at times can rule time, that you haven't had enough time to kind of do those fun things, but you have been achieving your goals and your finances. So that's a something. But you're going to be out and about and around again here soon. And then we got to talk about the little stellium. It's not even little, it's a lot of planets now. They just currently all travel through Aquarius, which has been your second house of finances and value and bringing that together. But now that's going to give a break, and it's moving into your third house. So whenever we have stelliums and see a lot of planets focusing in on one area, it's because they want you to focus in on this specific area. So for February, for many of you Capricornians, it will be about communication. How you communicate, who you communicate with, what you communicate, and the delivery of this, and also bonding with a few of these people. Now, also I see that there's more like your closer community coming together, your neighbors and friends next door and siblings, time to catch up with them. And for others, I see you traveling, and it may not be the long distance travel at this time, that can come later, but it might be some spontaneous short trips, like weekend getaways. Would be a great time for you to be able to do that this month, just so you can relax, because you deserve it. So that's pretty much what we have for February. The end of the month is going to wrap up on a very romantic note, just like it started with Mars and Neptune. It's ending with a Venus and Neptune. It's another big highlighted evening for you with your significant other, and make it a good one. And I will see you next month. Do listen to your rising sign or moon sign if you know it, because then you'll get a little bit more insight there as well for you.